every Tuesday to bring you the Raw Leadership Talk. Thank you very much for joining in on this 7th month of the year 2021. And this month is dedicated to trust building program, and we discuss matters trust building in the community between Muslims and Christians, between ethnic groups, different ethnic groups, between people of different background, personalities, political divides. That's the discussion this month. Where are you watching us from? It will be great to hear from you, even as we get ready for this wonderful, wonderful discussion. My name is Mugera, and the Raw Leadership Talk brought to you by the Africa Center for Public Speaking. Where are you joining us from? You can comment, you can share, even as we listen to this wonderful instrumental. Where are you watching us from? Are you watching us from Nairobi, from Mombasa? Are you watching us from diaspora? Are you watching us from Kisumu? Are you watching us from East Africa? We'll be glad to connect with you. Today we feature two guests. That is Mariam Swaleh from Mombasa and Vincent Ochembo, who should be joining us at a moment from now. We're going to have a wonderful discussion today, and I would like you to stay tuned. You can bring in your friends, and let's connect us to discuss trust building. Mariam, how are you?
I'm fine, Dan. How are you?
Very fine. Maybe you may want to increase your volume a little bit so that our viewers can be able to hear you properly. Maybe you want to introduce yourself, Mariam.
So my name is Mariam Swaleh. I live in Likoni, Mombasa. I'm a student at Mombasa Aviation Training Institute, and I'm currently doing my attachment at Radio Salam.
Thank you very much. So that makes you a student journalist?
Yes, it does.
Good. Today, Mariam, our conversation is on the matters of trust building. You have been part of the trust building program that has been powered by IFC Kenya in Mombasa and Garissa since 2019. What would you say are some of the things that really impacted you through the program?
Okay, first of all, when the program began, I honestly did not know anything about trust building. And for me, it was an eye-opener. And like I learned there, trust building is a way of life. The moment you adopt that, you find life being a lot simpler, a lot more peaceful for you. Some of the things are the leadership skills that I acquired from initiatives of change. And also, it's not always about the serious things. I had a lot of fun. I got to network with people from different walks of life, from different generations, people who are way older than me, something that I never thought I would get to do or have the courage to do. So yeah, it's been a pretty exciting journey as a trust builder since the beginning of the workshops in 2019 until right now. I feel like, yes, I think trust building is in my blood now.
That's a wonderful remark right there. Mariam, did you have any challenges in matters trust? Did you have challenges trusting people, and especially people of different religion, people of different ethnic group, before you joined this particular program?
To be honest, I did. And some things you when you say them to people, you're like, no, I don't discriminate, I don't have an unconscious bias against Christians. But some of them you don't even know that you have them until you
Mhm.
actually sit down and reflect. Then you realize, oh, so there really is a problem. I had a very hard time admitting that. But
Mhm.
you see, when I met initiatives of change, I like I said earlier before, it is an eye opener. Like, I realized, okay, as much as I say that I do not have that kind of mistrust between me and them, but
Mhm.
there's just a small aspect of my life that is attributed to having mistrust.
Mhm.
Like how I will trust my Muslim friend more than I will trust my Christian friend. Like, I unknowingly, that is a form of mistrust. But who am I? I realized that after I started the trust building program, and right now I'm seeing change. I'm seeing growth. Like, now I embrace everybody from different religions without thinking about, oh, you do this, because as we all know, we are human first before we
Mhm.
are Muslim or we are Christians.
Mhm. Thank you very much. Do you see that in the community are still suffering from this kind of things? Division based on religion, divisions based on ethnicity, division based on class. Do you see this as a challenge in the community today that needs to be addressed?
Actually, it is a very big challenge, and I think that is the heart of all
Mhm.
the conflicts in the country. Like,
Mhm.
people people are treating people different because pengine their class is higher. Others are treating others because they are not from the same tribe.
Yes.
Others are treating others badly because they're of different religions. And then you'd be
Mhm.
surprised that there are people who are from the same religion, yet they still mistrust. So there's a lot that needs to be done in the country in terms of
Mhm.
trust building.
A lot needs to be done in the country in terms of trust building. Now, what do you think can be done, Mariam, based on your experience and your skills on trust building? What do you think need to be done in enabling
Like
people to build trust with each other?
like we say, change begins with you.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot go out there and decide to change everyone else's mindset. Well, I still have that same mindset. And for me, I'm a firm believer of charity begins at home. Like, when you see, these things should be nurtured from when someone is still a child. So I think we should start from the children. We teach
Mm-hmm.
them that whoever, whether you are Hussein, whether you are from this dynasty, whether you are Alex, all that doesn't matter. What matters is that there's blood running through your veins, and we all come from one God. And
Mm-hmm.
we are not going to be buried the same way. We have to do more actions than we do preaching. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
cannot come and tell you, Dan, you should trust your neighbor, you should love you other people from other ethnicities, other tribes, other religions. Yet me myself, I don't practice it. They say practice what you preach. So I believe
Yeah.
we should incorporate this more in our actions more than we do in
Mhm.
our words.
Thank you very much, Mariam. For those who are joining us, we are having a wonderful discussion here about trust building across religion, trust building across different ethnicity in this country, trust building across different classes, personalities. You know, we got a lot of divisions here in this country, and some of them we are not even aware of it. And to help us in that is a young lady, a student journalist by the name of Mariam Swaleh, all the way from Likoni, Mombasa, who has been part of the trust building program that we've been running at the Initiative of Change since 2019. And Where are you joining us from? We would like to hear from you. David Chege said, very good topic. Trust is easy to break and hard to build. I agree with you, David Chege. Where are you joining us from? You can share your comment. You can engage us even as we continue with this discussion. Mariam, I don't know. We have lost her a little bit there, but I'm sure she will come back. And what I wanted us to look at was right now, even as we go into, elections. Mariam, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. I can.
Sorry, we had lost you a little bit there. What I wanted to ask you, as a young person, right now we are going towards the election, and already you see people divided. We have hustlers, we have uh, Kieleweke, we have on the other side, people that are pro BBI, others who are against BBI. What comes to your mind as a young person? How would you like to see this country going? Yeah.
To be honest, the state that the country is right now, I feel like we as youth, this is our time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, should not be swayed by little things, as in someone has come, has given you 1,000 shillings, then you turn to your brother and kill. No.
Mm-hmm.
Politics should be fair, and we should actually see that this is something that can help us. It is time for that. It is time for change as the
Mm-hmm.
youth of Kenya. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the youth should just, no matter what someone is supporting, no matter who they're supporting, whether you're pro BBI, you're anti BBI, you're Tanga Tanga, Keleweke, and all those things, remember that this nation needs you as a young person, because
Mm-hmm.
they say they're the leaders of tomorrow, and I say no. Tomorrow has come. So if we are going to let these leaders sway us and cause a rift between the youth of Kenya, like you see, I'd like to see Kenya
Mm-hmm.
holding peaceful elections, Waidera talking to Omondi, Mariam talking to Priska for like a normal, like we normally do. I
Mm-hmm.
would like Kenya to just be as peaceful as it is right now,
Mm-hmm.
because there's still life after elections, there's still life after BBI, there's still life after all that. So the youth
Mm-hmm.
need to stand up and need to come together and take a stand as one. They should have one voice, and and even if people may have different opinions, everyone is entitled to their opinion. That doesn't mean that now we have to have a hatred in our hearts for them, or them to have a hatred in their heart for us, because we are the leaders of today.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful thoughts. The youth are the leaders of today. They are not the leaders of tomorrow. And they have a chance to influence the community. They have a chance to do what they are supposed to do. Wonderful thoughts there from a young lady, uh, Mariam Swaleh, who is our guest today on the trust building uh, topic of discussion that we are having on the raw leadership. Mariam, let me engage you a little bit. I know you've had your own initiatives on the ground of sharing pads with girls and inspiring them. How has the journey been?
I think that is the hardest thing I've had to do in my life,
Mm,
because first of all we have that issue of funding. Like,
mhm,
not just come up to someone and tell them, okay, so this is what I want to do. Like, everyone wants to gain from something. So it hasn't been an easy journey, but I thank
mhm,
God for the far we have reached, because they were able to distribute them both in Garissa and in Mombasa, and that is
mhm,
a privilege. But the hardest thing about it is getting the funding to get the sanitary towels or the
mhm,
sponsorship from companies and all that. But
mhm. Sorry there. Mariam has seemed to have hanged. I'm sure she will be able to to come back at a time, and she was telling us about her story of sharing sanitary towels with young ladies on ground. The challenge being a lot of young ladies are being taken advantage of by men who are targeting young ladies who can't even buy pads or can't even access sanitary towels, to simply lure them by small money. And because these ladies have self-esteem issues, and they're young and they are naive, so they seem to be trapped by these men who are out to just seduce these young ladies by giving them small amount of money to simply lure them into their bed. And Mariam has taken up the challenge, going on ground to build trust with these young girls, inspire them, and even sharing sanitary towels with them. Mariam, you are telling us something there before you dropped in relation to this project that you've been doing and the challenges that are there.
Yeah, as I was saying, when we first gave out the sanitary towels round one,
Mm-hmm.
we realized that talking to the girls alone is not enough, because everybody needs to understand menstrual health and
Mm-hmm.
everything that comes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided that on our next project, we're going to engage boys and men so that at least they can all get to understand everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you said, Dan, at this point, you find men seducing young girls in order for them to get the sanitary towels. So I feel like as much as we can empower the men, at the end of the day, we as much as we can empower the girl child. Sorry, uh, there's a great need for us to also empower the boy child, or they're going to also feel left out. So in our next program of this initiative, we will be engaging boys and
Mm-hmm.
teaching them menstrual health and the importance to girls, and so that we can also build trust between them, because right now there's also that mistrust, like this man wants uh this man wants me to pay for the sanitary towel in a different way other than money, and
Mm-hmm.
this whole idea came up because of the early pregnancies that were experienced over the past year. So we
Mm-hmm.
are saying no to early pregnancy as we build trust within
Mm-hmm.
the community, within the different genders, and making life just better for our younger sisters, because now they are the leaders of tomorrow.
Thank you very much. A wonderful work you're doing right there. Guys, if you can support Mariam in any way, you can reach out to my inbox and just tell me, Dan, I would like to support that initiative of Mariam reaching out to young girls and also young men and talking to them about menstrual health. I don't know, if you're a man there, how much do you know about menstrual health? Apart from knowing that girls usually go, or ladies usually go through a menstrual season, a season where they experience menstrual. What else do you know about menstrual health? And it will be important for you to really engage us and get to know much about this, and especially if you are a father or about to become a father. You never know, you're going to get a girl, and you will need also to educate them about menstrual health. And Mariam is doing a wonderful job right there. Mariam, your final thoughts. Where do you see yourself and young people in the next few years as far as trust building program is concerned in Mombasa?
Okay, where I see us is I f- my vision when it comes to matters trust building. I would like the people of Mombasa at large to live in such in the kind of trust that we had in the past. Like, Dan, when you were a child, you would eat at your neighbor's house without having problems, without your mother shouting at you. And that is what we would like to bring back. Like, a society where Christians, Muslims, Kikuyus, Luyas,
Thank you very much. Seem to have lost Mariam there, but she was giving her final thoughts that she would like to see a society where men and women of different ethnic groups trust each other. Men and women of different religion trust each other. You know, it's such things as this. And young people like Mariam who give me hope that Kenya, all is not lost. That we still have hope to build this country, to become a great country. Because we have young people with a vision who wants to see a better Kenya. Now, you can complain. You can sit there and complain. But ask yourself, what exactly are you doing? What is that you can do to change this nation, to change your community, to change where you are? You know, they say charity begins at home. And you have a chance every day to be a positive change maker. And you can do it if you begin to do it right now. This brings us to the end of the Raw Leadership Talk. May God bless you and see you next time. Mariam, maybe you may want to just bid bye to our viewers even as we bring the show to an end. Mariam, can you hear me? Seems like she can't hear. So thank you very much. See you next Tuesday. Same time, same place. They say when it's Tuesday, it's the Raw Leadership Talk. God bless you.